Hey everyone, Sir Gluffner here with that anime review thing I've been promising. And before we start, oh my god, this video is a fucking nightmare, trust me. Okay, so, I wasn't even sure I was going to even do this, because Giga came out with one, and frankly, his is fucking hilarious, go watch it. There's a lot of creative problems behind the scenes on this one, so, this is the format I decided on, this is what we're going with. Let's just get right into it. These are the shows I've been watching this season so far. You know, my own little thoughts on each one of them. First off, we have Mahoutsukai no Yomi, or, as we know, or you might know in the West here, the Ancient Magus' Bride. Now, I'm going to be completely upfront here and say that I've only watched, let me see here, I have a list of how many episodes of each of these I watched. 3 episodes of this. It's going to get a very high rating, though, because I've read the manga. I've read most of the manga. It's really good. Now, and Gigik was right on this. It's very much the Harry Potter effect. If you haven't checked it out, let's go with the synopsis here. Hattori Chise is only 16, but she has lost far more than most. With neither family nor hope, it seems all doors are closed to her. But a chance encounter begins to turn the rusted wheels of fate. In her darkest hour, a mysterious magus appears before Chise, offering a chance she couldn't turn down. This magus seems closer to demon than human, but will he bring her the light she desperately seeks? Or drown her in even deeper shadows? Fuck, I can't read. Okay, so, let's go over the principal cast real quick. We have Chise, who is what they call in the series a Slave Vega. Just so you know, this is all just English mythology, like English fairy tales. There's all kinds of, you know, English mythology in this. It's fucking great. Super shout out to the Sahidile. I'm not saying that right. It's the Irish fairy thing. That's basically a vampire. And they're like vampire muses. They're fucking great, and she's fucking hot. Anyway, so. And we have Elias Ainsworth, or as I like to call him, Rudolph the Undead Reindeer. Just look at his fucking head and tell me otherwise. Then we have Ruth, I Didn't Do Nothing, the dog. And actually, no, I lied. The best character is actually Sylphie. She's she's a banshee, and she serves as like the caretaker of the house. She's great. Without going into too many spoilers in the plot, there's this guy named Lindell who just like takes care of all the dragons. Guy has a fucking barrel of laughs. The dragons are cool. Most importantly is Sorcerer McGee and his reverse trap apprentice. That's right, reverse trap apprentice. Because the traps weren't bad enough. Now we have reverse traps. May God have mercy on our souls. Now, there's a lot to go over this without spoiling, so there's a lot of fairies. She basically she has the power to become a powerful mage with unlimited mana. The only thing is the trade-off is it eats away her life because her body can't handle the force she can use. Elias he's not fucking human, so don't even bother with that. It's a really dark, really bittersweet, really, really good story. Check it out. Next we have Junai Taisen. Okay, so imagine like a big battle royale where you have no right to refuse. We have 12 warriors. We have next we have rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, pig. Okay, so this show is pretty interesting, and I honestly, I'll state my opinion up front. I believe Rat is going to win. I am rooting for Rat. Fuck everyone else. Yes, fuck everyone else. Okay, so let's go over some of these characters, or at least the ones I like. Snake is hilarious. He's just fucking playing a game instead of actually fighting. We have, excuse me, horse is a bitch. Goat. Wait, we have goat and ox? That's not right there. Oh, no, yeah, so goat is sheep. Okay, sheep is just this old guy. He just chucks explosives. He was great. Ox is just like, imagine like a matador, but like just killing everything. Like, this guy just fucking slices tanks and shit. This guy's badass. Dragon and Snake can fuck off. Monkey can die in a fire because what's good at being a pacifist if it keeps them killing you? So, they basically all summoned by the Shadow Organization. They all have to fight this giant death battle. They have, I think it's 24 hours before the poison they were made to swallow will kill them. To kill each other, get the gems they each of them swallowed. That's the poison. And the winner will get to live, get one wish granted. Really interesting, really action-packed. Expect a lot of deaths. Next up, we have Black Clover. Oh, it's Black Clover. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna be upfront. Fuck this anime. Fuck it right where it doesn't like it. So, the show is fine. The animation is great. Everything is great. The main character can die in a fucking fire. My honest recommendation, read the manga so you don't have to listen to his every 5 goddamn seconds. Fuck this show, fuck you, Asta, fuck whoever voiced you, and fuck whoever let this happen. All of you die. All of you. There's no escaping it. Just read the fucking manga. I'm not even gonna read the synopsis. No. Just fuck this show. Okay, Diasari. So, I had a couple of notes written down for each of these shows that I basically just skipped over. I got them anyway. So, my literal notes for the show. Them Nazis and obligatory Full Metal Alchemist joke. Yeah, so... Oh, this one's fucking weird. How do I go about this? How do I describe this? Okay, so... Imagine, like, the last days of, like, the Third Reich. One of their guys just, like, becomes superpower, just floats off in a castle in the sky, and goes to the future, and it's fucking weird. Like... I can't honestly give you a review, because I watched 3 episodes of this and I didn't understand what the fuck I was watching. The show is fucking weird. Just check it out. Superpowered Nazis. Just a wrecking house. It's... What the fuck? Okay, let's get into some of the shows I'm really passionate about now. Sister's All You Need. Let me give you the rundown. Itsuki is a novelist. He has an obsession with little sisters. And I mean... Like, officer, you need to arrest this guy. Obsession with little sisters. But the show plays it really straight and really great. So, everyone gives him shit for this. Everyone. And from his editor to his friends, they all give him shit for this. And the gags that come out of it are fucking hysterical. So, we have... He's an author. He has a... His friend is Nayata is a best-selling author whose stuff's been adapted into anime. Let's see. I think Miyako is... I believe Miyako is his friend, yeah, from college. She's the only normal one. And then there's another author who's obsessed with Itsuki and wants to marry him, but that's a whole different relationship. I'm not even getting into this. The show is great. It's full of hilarious jokes. And there's a really, really, really great, the greatest accountant in the history of humanity. Just watch the show. Blend S, because, you know, Working hasn't had enough series made of it already. Let's make a new one. Okay, so, it's a cafe. It's like a little cafe shop. Little coffee shop. And each of the waitresses plays you an anime trope character for the customers. We have a blonde tsundere. We have... Oh god, I have to explain for people who don't know what they are. Like, okay, tsundere is... It's not like I like you anything or something. Baka! And we have, the one who looks like the little sister is actually older than most of the other ones. But she plays the little sister character. And then we have... The main character, the girl with the black hair is our main character. She is playing the sadistic one. It's fucking hilarious. This is also the show where it made me realize, huh, how often I click my tongue and just make those expressions of like, maybe I am a sadist, huh? And so I left off at, give me a second, episode 5. Episode 5. So we just got the next girl to join, which is the one playing the older sister character with the red hair. And she's the best girl of the series. Fucking fight me. really not much to say about this, but it's just workplace hijinks, a lot of fan service. Some really good setup for jokes, though. And goddamn it, if the main girl isn't just hilarious with her sadistic shit. She doesn't even intend to it. It's great. Special shout out to her the scene where she's sick and they go visit her and her family are just like her. It's great. Okay, so Love is Like a Cocktail. You feel like the other ones are short. This one's going to be even shorter. So, 3 minutes every week. And we have the main girl's name is Chisato. She's the calm, collected, beauty of the workplace. I want to say she's a manager. Okay, assistant manager. And so, Sora is her husband. So every day so the whole premise is she comes home from work and then she sort of makes her some, whatever drink it is, and she can't take alcohol. So she gets really drunk really quick, and then it's basically like the concept of, and I even wrote this in my notes too, to make a joke about how drunk girls can be cute too, I guess. Too bad all my friends are white girl wasted. You know who you are. Tocar. I'm gonna preface this by saying I didn't actually know until like a week, this last week, this is actually a real thing. So as you can see with the little video right there, this is it's not a normal motorcycle. It's not even like a fucking normal sidecar. So the driver drives normally. The person in the sidecar doesn't sit. They basically just hang on the side and have to do like aerobics in the aerial aerobics. Anyway, move around to position the weight so they don't just fall off or go off course. Really, really interesting. Unfortunately, the show is fucking terrible. It's full of terrible tropes, terrible characters, terrible writing. The music's not very good either. The animation is not very good either. Honestly, this show is a fucking train wreck. The only reason I'm still watching it, and I'm not kidding, is one of the pairs is just Haruka and Mitsuru from Sailor Moon. And if anybody here know, I'm not sure how many people actually realize this. I don't actually talk about Sailor Moon very much, but Haruka from Sailor Moon was just is one of my first crushes when I was young. So anytime there's a Uranus and Neptune thing coming, and any reference to any shows, I have to watch it. And this is the fact there's a thing every episode with them. I have to watch this shitty show. Do not watch it. Okay, second to last, anime guitaris, or anime chats. Not really much to talk about. This is more like a slice of life kind of thing. Think like, if you don't know what slice of life is, think like a sitcom. So we have the main girls. One of the pink hairs are main girl, Minowa, and so she gets dragged into making an anime club with the blonde over there, who's the anime trope rich girl. Her butler is actually the best character. I don't care what anybody says. The girl with the black hair is also in their class. These three are first years, and they're always at each other. The blonde and dark hair are always at each other's fucking throats. And I believe that the others are all third years, which is in Japan is your last year of high school. And we have I'm guessing I would call that blonde. I don't fucking know. In the very middle is the one in charge of the club, the club president. She's really into cosplay. The guy in the back left is he's in the fucking Idol anime. That's his fucking shtick. It's like, I wish you people would die off. Now, Kai over here on the back right, one taking the fucking stupid pose, is my man. The guy is obsessed with shonen fight anime and just all that kind of stuff. The dude is okay in my book. Also, there's the fucking talking cat. Don't question it. It's really great because it really comes off as a love letter to anime itself from anime fans. I would definitely check it out if you haven't had a chance to. And this one is, I'm saying for last. The reason I wanted to let the other ones go a little bit quickly, I want to talk about Netju no Suzume. Okay, so anybody who's seen me in the Discords for a while, or Minamao knows, there's a certain reaction gif I love to use. That's from a anime called Netogi. Well, that's what it's short for anyway. Don't worry about it. So there's been a running gag that I've been using that net game waifus are the best waifus, and this show is pulling just backing me up on this one. So we have Morika, which I'm just gonna use the show nickname Mori-Chan. She's great. So essentially, after having a really terrible being bullied at work kind of thing, she basically just quits the corporate world at 30-something years old. Becomes a dropout from reality, just plays MMOs. Her world starts to change a bit when she meets a fuck. Is he actually blonde? I mean, yes, he's on the show, but is he actually a foreigner? That's not my question. Anyway, and he starts making friends with this guild in the game. So as you find out, also, I'm gonna say, give me a second here. Lost my thoughts. Okay, so yes, we're doing this live. Deal with it. Now I saw most of the. I pulled most of these apart already from like the first couple episodes, but so the girl with we have two sets of characters on the cover here, real life and in game. The girl in real life plays the guy with the blue hair in game, and the blonde in real life plays the girl with the pink hair. So she plays a male character in game, and he plays a female character. Right now, as of episode 7, he's figured out that they know each other in real life, and that she's the one he has a crush on. But only he's figured this out, so it's making things very, very awkward for him. Now, there's a great supporting cast here. Kanbei is he's the guild master. Now, if none of you have ever ran a guild before, take it from me, it's a fucking stressful endeavor. Like, Jesus Christ, end my suffering right now. But, so, shit. See, there's so many things I want to talk about with the show. So, there's a lot of things that the show goes into. Very much why a lot of people play MMOs is so they can become something else, so they can escape from their daily life. I know for a fact that's what I did for many years. The show is really heartwarming, and the characters are great. Also, just if you had told me, not even just a year ago, but like just a couple of months before the show aired, that the top waifu of the season would be a 30-something-year-old NEET who plays MMOs for a living for all day, I'd be like, fuck you, you're fucking kidding me. Well, I've changed my opinion. Mori is great. God bless you. Now, there's one last... I feel like I forgot something. What was it? For Blend S. Oh, yeah. The elder sister character is the best. Will fucking fight me if I haven't already said that. Now, one last thing I want to bring up. Here's what I have to say to you, Black Clover. Please end my misery. This is Sir Glefter signing out. For the love of God, may this show never return.